Welcome to the Cullom-Davis Library at Bradley University. Today we'll be learning tips and tricks for basic searches in the educational database ERIC. ERIC, or Education Resources Information Clearinghouse, is considered the best database to use for educational topics for everyone from college students through professionals in the field. The U.S. Department of Education decides what can be included in ERIC, and much of it is peer-reviewed. A lot of it is in full text, too. If you're accessing ERIC from off-campus, you may be asked to provide your Bradley username and password before you can get into the database. If you're not sure what your Bradley username and password are, check your admissions paperwork or call the service desk. When you start your search in ERIC, you'll see 3 search blanks. Into each blank, add one chunk of your topic. For example, if you're searching for science lesson plans for early childhood education, use one blank for each part of your query. You can use quotes around phrases to search for them as a phrase. You don't need them around single words. The most basic search mode in ERIC is select a field. This is keyword searching. It's not the best for finding everything on a topic, but good for getting started. But if you have a known citation you're trying to find, you can search ERIC in other ways too, like title, author, and many more. But we'll start with select a field, which is keyword searching. Before we search, though, there are some ways to limit our search. You can find these by scrolling down to Search Options. There are lots of options here. The two most handy are the peer-reviewed box and the date range. If you click the peer-reviewed box, all of your search results should come from peer-reviewed or known and trustworthy sources. If your assignment restricts you to information from a certain date range, like the last 10 years, you can enter these dates into the date published spaces. Then your results should be within the time frame that you need. Now that we've built a beginning query and applied some limits to it, we can hit search and see what results we get. For our lesson plans plus science plus early childhood education keyword search, we got 45 results. Now it's time to look at what we got so we can find the best articles that ERIC has on this topic. Start by scrolling through your list of results. Next to the number of each result, you can see the title of the article as well as its citation information. Beneath the citation, you can find the subject terms applied to this article in ERIC. Look for an article that seems like a good fit for your topic. Read the title and then click on it in order to access more information about the article. From the page that opens, you can read the abstract or the summary of the article. After you've read the abstract, if the article still seems to fit your topic, look at the left of the article title. If the article is in ERIC in full text, you'll see an icon indicating what kind of full text, either HTML or PDF. Click on this, and the article should open directly in your browser for you to read. ERIC also has other full text options. If you see full text from ERIC beneath the citation, as in this example, click on it. It will take you to another screen on the ERIC webpage where you can download the full text in the top right corner. When you have the full text open, you can read it now or save it for later. What's the best way to save it? Email it to yourself. You can do that by clicking on the envelope icon to the right of the open article. Once the email screen opens, put your own address in the Email To box. It's up to you if you fill out the subject or comments. But before you click Send, look at the options on the right. If you click on Citation Format and select your required format, such as APA, you can send yourself the citation for this article, as well as the article itself. Now that you've chosen the format you need for your works cited, click Send. Congratulations! You should get a confirmation that you've got an article in your email inbox that's relevant to your search. And you also sent yourself the citation. When you're ready to explore more articles, click Continue and then Results List at the top left to continue your research. Sometimes, as you're looking through your search results, you might see an article that looks interesting but doesn't seem to have full text available in a PDF. You should click on the title anyway. As usual, read the abstract to ensure that this is an article that fits your topic. If you're still interested on it, look to the left and click on Check Full Text Availability. On this screen, you'll see some possibilities for article access. If there's an option on top that says Full Text Via and then a database name, click on that one first. It should take you straight to the full text of the article, stored in a different library database. Sometimes, as with this example, you will only see 2 options, Iliad or try to search a free copy on Google Scholar. When you only have these 2, click on Try to search a free copy on Google Scholar first. This will bring up a search in Google Scholar for your article. If Google Scholar has the full text available for free, you'll see it at the right of the citation as a PDF or a web address. If Google Scholar doesn't have the full text, you'll see nothing there, which is what's happening with this example. If Google Scholar doesn't have the full text, close this tab and go back to the previous screen. Once you're there, click on Iliad, Interlibrary Loan. Through Iliad, you can have the article sent to you digitally as a PDF. You can access your Iliad account by using, again, your Bradley username and password. If you've never used Iliad before, you can check our tutorial on using Iliad to get started. You should now have a basic understanding of how to search ERIC and get the articles you need from it. If you get stuck, no worries. Contact your Bradley University librarian via email, phone call, or visit, or check our other tutorials. You can find working links to the pages shown here, below this video, or in the description. Thanks for using ERIC to do your research at Bradley University.